First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hey, check that. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bowers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Of course, remember last week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Trap 60. Panther 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throw is going to be incomplete.
When you look at the Saints defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now 2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Oh, a heck of a move. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. Triplet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down, Triplett, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Triplett, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And Jones has it over the middle.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He'll try again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Shot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But 1st down, Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap roll 80.
Up the middle they go. It's Bowers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go
3rd
now.
and 8.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowers, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Come on.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
This 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Triplett, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bowers.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready.
On first down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third... Those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, let's go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across
third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, Triplett. And shutting him off now open field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Triplett. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Eagles. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's a 2nd and 7. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Bowers. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Triplett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Come on.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Roll.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. Triplett, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game,